Hi,
Hi
is this better?
again. So let's see if yes, this this time it comes a little bit faster. So it's still hacked, but it's not really good yet, but it's okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it comes slowly. Good to see you. Hello.
good to see you also. How are you?
I'm awesome. Everybody asks me how I am. Awesome, simply.
So, what drug do you take all the time to be awesome all the time?
It's a mixture between gratitude and decision.
So, explain that.
Um, like I also feel like of course, I feel the whole range of feelings. Like sometimes I feel sad, sometimes I feel really angry, but I just feel like, okay, well, now I'm feeling angry, and I can say like, hey, I'm really pissed off now, and I feel like, oh yeah, okay, now it's gone. Now I can go back to happiness. That's okay. You know, if you stick to that, like, and you let the bitterness sink inside you, and hold on to that, like grudge against someone or blaming someone for something that happened a long time ago. Um, it's like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. So, so that's the decision about it.
So, but a lot of
And
people are unable to let go. And how can we
yeah,
teach them to let go? Because we try to tell them, we say, no, we can't let it go. He did this to us, you know.
yeah, yeah, he did this and then that and then this and then that, and it's not so much about letting go. It's maybe it's about something my dad said has taught me. He said, always ask yourself, what did I learn? What does this teach me? So the moment, well, for me that works, and for the people I'm working with that works also. Like the moment the lesson becomes clear, like for example, if what had happened with my first husband, that he left me and come back and then left me again, just that time with my best friend, um, we would not be talking here. So I'm happy about you and me talking here instead of putting my grudge on him, why he did this, why he did that. And that's the decision.
And as the society evolves and more husbands would be leaving more wives, and more
Yes,
wives would be leaving more husbands, how do you
yes,
see that society evolving? Because I come from Pakistan, and in our society, it's like 50 years ago, maybe in Germany, like your parents, they would never leave. They would fight all day long, but they would not
yeah,
leave each other.
yeah,
And whereas you are proud to, you have mentioned in the other video that your husband one day came and said, "Hey, I'm leaving. Bye bye,"
yeah,
and
yeah.
and you're still fine and dandy and moving on. It's not about being fine and dandy all the time. I'm sure you have had good times and bad times with him, like
Of
with
course,
everybody else. How do people move on?
yes, of course. Um,
And how do you see society evolving in future? Because more and more people will meet, and more people will meet more
yes.
compatible people, and more people will want to be with those more compatible people, I think.
Yeah. So, what is better to spend a life miserable and fighting with next to the wrong person, being tied to the wrong person, or being with that person that is a really good match? And if the parents are happy, what does that teach the children? How can fighting unhappy parents be a good role model for their children? Because children do what parents do, not necessarily what the parents say. So I believe that the happier the, the parents get, the happier the children will be. and the more confident the children will be as well. Now, I'm aware that we come from completely different cultures, that there is a different concept, yes, about marriage, about being together, about this stuff. And yes, I remember, like, even in my own family, like, the grandparents of my dad, they hated each other, like, really, I mean, hated, yeah. When he entered the room, she would start bullshitting on him in a way that was very unpleasant. For me, as a child, that was very uncomfortable, and that scared me. You know, when you hear parents fight and you see your dad, like, worst case, having, like, acting out physical violence against the mom. What does that do to the children?
So, who is that little one down with you? I see, is it a dog or is it a cat? Oh, what's her name?
It's a cat. It's one of our 6 cats.
Oh my God. How?
Yes.
What's her name?
Oh, it's a him, and his name is Rico.
Hey Rico. How's it going?
Hi.
Hello.
You know,
How's it
normally cats
going?
don't do that. But he's more like a dog. He thinks he's a dog sometimes.
Meow meow.
Yeah.
So
most of my cats I saved from the street. Like, you know, here it's very popular that people buy expensive cats and this and that, but I don't do that. As they come to me, it started with 1. Now I have 6.
cool. So, are you married again, or are you living with someone?
It's engaged. Like, here we have the different concept. Like, before getting married, you have this, like, you get to know each other, then you're like, then you're engaged, like wearing the ring, and then
Right.
which is a promise to get married, right?
Cool.
So,
yes. So, what do you do for a living? Who are you?
So, in my first life, I was building up a real estate management company from scratch to 1,500 units. That meant, like, I was managing around 200 bank accounts.
Wow.
With around $500,000 cash flow a month. So that was successful, but I wasn't happy because that was not what I meant to do. That was not my purpose. And of course, as when I'm committed to something, I do everything to make it work. So that's what I did. So that's how I ended up, like, fat and unhappy. Because, you know, if we stuff down that such kind of feeling, they show up in another way. So for me, that was giving myself relief by overeating. So after it happened with my ex-husband, I took that as I took the decision to take that as an opportunity, a chance to find out what I really want. What can I give back to humanity? How can I serve the people best with my own skills, with my own abilities? And that's how I became a coach and trainer. I learned everything which is required. Like, I don't know, do you know about neuro-linguistic programming? Yeah, with Dr. Richard Bandler. By the way, he's awesome. He's crazy, but he's a genius. So, using language patterns and spotting out language patterns in the conversation with the people I'm working with. Like, there is one of my clients, and she kept repeating just those words. I have to start from scratch. So that was kind of stuck in her. So the problem was that whenever she had achieved something, this thing in her mind made her throw all the stuff away and start from scratch again. and then again, and then scratch again, then scratch again, which is okay as long as she likes it. But that was not what she wanted, because this having to start from scratch again made her feel like a failure. So she was, so she was the little voice in her head made her act like sabotage herself in a way, so that she was creating her own failure. And to spot out such kind of thing, and then there is a process to reprogram that. You know, like you've learned, like, can you learn something like new skills? Can you learn that?
I can, yeah.
Yeah, of course. So if you can learn something, is it possible to unlearn something as well?
It's very difficult, but yes.
Yes. And you just gave me a mindset. Are you aware of that? You just said it's very difficult. And you know, whatever you think about it, you are right. So that would be the first thing I would say, like, okay, what exactly do you mean by difficult?
Okay, I apologize. It's not difficult. It's just how people say it is.
Yeah, you know, no, and you know, and there's a difference between saying and believing. So there are some kind of processes to go into the belief system and really go from the roots, because you know, if you what you just did, what you just picked a lemon from a lemon tree, and it will always, and from that tree you will always only be able to pick lemons. You know, nothing more than lemons. But if you want oranges, you would have to take a seed of an orange tree, plant it in the earth, take care of it, water it, see it grow, and then after a while you will be able to have your oranges.
So now you are a life coach.
Life and business, yes.
Cool.
The interesting thing, normally people come for business coaching and we end up doing life coaching.
Yeah. Because it's more important. People don't understand that unless you fix yourself, you can't fix your business. People don't understand that.
Yes, exactly. You can only hold the amount of money according to your own size. Yeah.
So your capacity has to improve in order to have more money, to be honest.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So how much do you typically charge them?
It depends. Well, I'm doing this 8-week program, which is one Skype call, 1 hour a week. And for that, normally it's like 1,497 euro. So as now I'm getting all those awesome people from Pakistan, and it's highly possible that most of the people will not be able to afford that.
Well, it's a mindset.
I thought, how to solve that problem, right?
That's also a mindset, by the way.
Oh, yes, you're right. Yeah. So the problem I was solving was more like everybody wanted a personal coaching. So I thought, like, so what about setting up an online academy?
Yeah.
So that more people could join and more people could get the knowledge. They could even share with their friends.
Yeah. I would advise, if you took an advice, was to use Udemy and Audacity to start with, and build a course over there. And then once your course is there, you can offer it at a discount to your friends. And even to your customers, they would need to take the course, because without taking the course, it's useless. I mean, it's not just the 4 hours. 4 hours is the homework you're giving them, and then you have to work on them those for the whole week. And those courses can help them. So I was trying to build an online academy myself, and now I'm trying to build a Udemy and Audacity courses. And then once they are built over there, I can take them to my own website also at the same time. So it will be a practice course over there, and then we can do the similar on other websites, because it takes more time to build a website and do all that. But the same course can apply in multiple places.
Yes, absolutely. Like once recorded, you can resell it.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the very next step.
Yeah. So mine too. We can push each other, I guess.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yes.
Tell us more about Germany. So you're the first charming German I know of. Most German I know of are very unfriendly. Not unfriendly, but the typical mindset of a German is, "Arr, arr, arr, arr," we don't talk to people who are not German. You don't know German. You're inferior to us. And to be honest, it's not really true. It's not. I don't think it's true, but it's what comes to your mind when you talking to a German. Whereas in America, it's like everybody's happy-go-lucky, dandy talking. But I think it's the language. It's if I knew German, if I knew how to approach people, I could do the same in Germany. But I just don't know German, so I found it. Oh my God, what if I said that? They would get offended. I'm thinking too much and doing less. So, but in your words, tell us more about Germany. And are you in Berlin?
Yes, I'm in Berlin.
Okay.
Yes. So I grew up in West Berlin, which means that I grew up in a time when there was still the wall around West Berlin.
Right.
So there were at that time there were still two Germanys.
Right.
The country was divided. So I grew up with this kind of West Berlin was always this fancy. We are free in facing all those soldiers and troops around us, but we're free and we're naughty, and we have this, we call it Berliner Schnauze, very direct, very clear, very rough way of approaching and talking to the people. So I can't really speak for the rest of Germany. So because it's different. There are many different, same in Pakistan, if you talk to people from Punjab, they will have a different mindset than people from Karachi.
Mm-hmm.
They will be all Pakistani, but still they will have different things.
You're pretty educated on Pakistan. How did that happen?
It happened through Facebook. It happened through Facebook, and at the NLP seminar in 2013 was in London, and there I met a guy from Pakistan. His name is Arif Anis Malik. Maybe you know him. I don't know. And I remember first thing he said to me, "Have you ever been on TV?" And at that time, I was just coming out of my nutshell, and I found myself answering him very boldly, saying "No, not yet." I was like, "Whoa, where did that come from?" So we had a very nice conversation, and we started thinking about having projects together later on. So he has this event management company, and he's growing it. He took one of the events to Lahore. I think it was. The guy who invented the mind map, Brian. Tony Buzan, right? He took Tony Buzan to Lahore. So the moment I interact with the culture, I'm curious. I want to know, what kind of people, what kind of mindset, what's happening over there. Because media is showing Pakistan's burning. Media is showing. If you are a girl and you want to learn, they shoot you in the face. This is how the media promotes Pakistan. Sometimes, most of the times. So I was very curious to look beyond that. What kind of people are really living there? What do they think? What do they dream of? What do they want?
Yeah. And what did you find?
Amazingly open-hearted people, hardworking. I get Germans are known to be hardworking, but I go whoa. People from Pakistan, they they really know how to work hard, which is not always smart, but that's another story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the world is coming to a very interesting place where people like in your country have learned the hard way by working hard to work smart and work with quality, and they have had the evolutionary learning stage, and by connecting different people from different parts of the world we can share that knowledge and take advantage of the availability of the resources in both places and connect them together and make a beautiful new machine. That's what I believe in. That's what I spend my time on, in connecting people and connecting borders. And Pakistanis are very hardworking, very thirsty, very hungry people. And people in the
Yes.
West can take advantage of this hunger and this techno savvyism and the lack of leadership, or to be honest, in the business sector
Yes.
in
Yes.
that country, and not just Pakistan. All the countries who are underdeveloped have the similar issues because the good people of our countries leave the country,
Yeah.
and with technology like we're doing right now, we can connect them and take advantage. So, for example, if you were to start a business in Pakistan doing what you did before, you would make a lot more money, and you could be in partnership with 5 other people, 100 other people, doing exactly the same thing because there's no concept of that business in Pakistan. People don't even know what's reality management, to be honest. But and then like there's this guy Malik Riaz. He made his $1 billion in the last 10, 15 years. So
Wow, chapeau.
and he has never been to school or college or anything, and he started at 52 or something. He didn't start at early, so if he can do it, anybody can do
Yes.
it. And I think that
Absolutely.
what what my goal of doing and connecting all these people is to build a bonding and friendship, because you actually want to work with
Yes.
people you like. People don't understand that. People want to work with people they like. They don't want to work with people they don't like. So, and as a friend of mine said once, he made $1 billion company, and then he said, I was not happy. So I thought, what makes me happy? So he said, these are my 4 friends who make me happy, and I love to hang out with them. Why I took them all together, started a new company, and now I'm with my friends all the time, and I'm happy all the time because of my friends, and my company's growing. I don't care as much about the company, but I care that I'm hanging out with my good friends, and that's what matters. But people don't. The school does not teach that, unfortunately, and people think
Yes.
that's
Yes.
stupid.
Yeah,
So
school is not there for teaching people to be happy. School
yeah,
teaches them to fit into the
system,
rat, rat
machine.
race, into the system.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's how school teaches them,
yeah,
using awful teaching methods, by the way.
yeah,
You know, someone standing there blabbering all the time, like 60% of the poor children will not even understand what he's saying because
yeah,
they are visual or tactile.
yeah.
So
Well, I'm so happy that you took the time to connect and talk, and I can't wait to share this with other people so other people can eat your head and start, learning about you and your culture and your talents.
thank you
If you
so
made a
much.
multi-million dollar business before, I'm very honored to have you on our list as a guru. Arif Anis is a very, very nice trainer, and I'm happy that
Yes, yes.
he inspired you to connect to Pakistan. Thank you, Arif bhai. Tony Buzan is a good friend of mine. Also, he's a very
Oh,
good mentor for me. He's a very caring person, and he adores Pakistan a lot also because he knows a lot of people from Pakistan, and he comes every year at least once or twice. So he has a lot of people who adore him in Pakistan.
oh,
And I would love for you to come more and more in Pakistan. And I think if you created your virtual community strong in Pakistan, like my other friends, Mitch Carson have done, Paul Jones have done, you would be able to find amazing people who would create empires for you in business space, and just have fun, and you will create a lot of money as a byproduct.
Yes. So because like for me, yeah, like I always say to people, I only do business with people with whom I would also enjoy having a coffee with.
Right.
That's the people I would work with.
Right.
Simple as that. And yeah, thank you so much for taking your time. Like I enjoyed this conversation so much.
Yeah, my mother is calling me, so I have to go. Unfortunately, she's cooking fresh
Say
bread.
hi to your mom.
Yeah, I would love for you to have a conversation with her on Skype sometimes. She definitely would enjoy that, but she's a little shy, so you will have to make that effort to, reach out slowly with her. She's a very amazing person. She runs a not-for-profit helping thousands of women. But when she's here and she's on her alone time, she's a little shy. She doesn't want to really spend time on therapy or learning about new cultures. She's a very strong Muslim woman, so but I mean, she's very open-minded also at the same time. But I think if you talked with her, you would enjoy and learn a different side of the country, Pakistan.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so happy you just said that. Because to be honest, at the moment, 100% of the friend requests I get.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And quite a percentage go like, I'm part on you, Jane. I go like, no, I'm not your Jane. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So what I do, in business, you delegate things. So I would delegate all that hormonal effects which you're getting from the guys in Pakistan to your friends. So what you can do is take one friend of yours a day from Germany, a girl, and then introduce her on your Facebook, and then the guys will attack her or go to her, and the next day to the next girl, and the next day to the next girl. And who knows, on the process, maybe they would find their Jane. Who knows that they would find their guy? Who knows that? But at the same time, it will create more understanding of the culture, that you don't go out and just meet a person and just say that. That's not how it works. But you can coach them on that using Facebook. Just by, as I said, delegate. Find one friend of yours who would be a little open to. It's a challenge, but it's.
I was just, and we have the same mindset about this thing.
Yes.
Because I had a lot of conversation with my female friends, and they said, "Oh, you can't add all those guys randomly." I said, what's the worst thing I can do?
Yeah.
Huh? If they get naughty, I block them. Worst case.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, really worst case. One guy sent me a picture I truly did not want it to see.
Yeah.
So I said, that's ugly. So gone. Missed the chance. Bye.
The one thing you can do if you have that mindset issue is introduce one person which is open. Like, for example, one of your female friends, you can introduce them to one of your guy friends who is more open and willing to have a conversation. Make an introduction rather than introducing on the wall. Once you do this with 5 of them, like 1 woman and 5 men, then they would be a little bored. Their mindset will start changing. That's one way I found to do this. And it takes a lot of energy and time, but that's the only way I found to do it, because it's difficult. It's really, I have been doing this for 10 years, almost, on Facebook and off Facebook, and I understand it's just small steps, very small. We have to be very, very careful. And people have dozens of years of programming in their head, and you have to unprogram that through the NLP, right? So
but the awareness is awesome. So that's a really good goal. Yeah. And people normally don't believe me when I say that I was really shy and I was really hiding.
Yeah, same
And
here. Same here.
yeah,
I was the
yeah,
most shyest person and you could find. I couldn't walk
yeah.
straight. I wouldn't, if it wasn't for my friends, like especially like Suzanne Bowen, who was from America, I would not be this person I am. It's just very different. So many people changed my life, but it takes small steps. It's not, it doesn't happen
Absolutely.
overnight.
No, no, it takes small, continuous steps.
Yeah. I think we're the same age, and I was thinking the other day, by the time you're like 42, 45, you become a little wise, and then you're like ready to die or something. It's such a waste of energy. It's like you're so
Yes,
stupid when you're young, and
I'm
then,
47, actually.
well,
Yeah,
you look younger anyway. So,
thank you.
but
How old are you?
I'm 42,
Oh, okay. Yeah,
and
you also don't appear like that.
yeah, I look
But
50.
but you know what? I realized that the people like working with high energy, like let's call that high energy, like connecting a lot of people, like holding a lot of space for really a lot of people like you do,
Yeah.
they simply appear young. That's just like somehow that seems to come with
It
with
doesn't agree here.
what?
Yeah.
That happened. So what?
Oh well. I'm gonna shave it off, I
Yeah.
think, soon.
Yes. Yeah. Why not? I
Yeah.
mean, someone asked me, "How can I make same friends as you?" Like a guy asked me, and I said, "Grow long blonde hair." Simple as that.
Good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, but and people they always go like, "Oh, you're so beautiful. You're so this and that," and I go like, "Yes, I appreciate. Yeah, it's good. I'm happy, but I'm so much more than this,
Yeah.
just that outer side."
It's a start. You can start becoming wearing a hijab soon.
You just tapped into one of the belief mindsets. I go like, no, I don't think so.
No, you enjoy your
But
blonde hair and attractive people attracting you. It's just how it is. So,
yeah, exactly. So that's how it is. So but that's their thing, and that should not be my
but you
thing.
have to the once since you connected me, I'm sure you're getting more of those annoying photos, maybe. The reason is that I am attracting more people on the bottom of the pyramid who have never ever in their entire life talked to a foreigner in their life.
Yes.
So their mindset is totally, it's a huge pyramid in Pakistan. But I
Hmm.
think it is going to change in the next 5 to 7 years all around the globe because we will eventually be able to talk to foreigners and different cultures and get along with each other because of what we're doing right now.
Yes.
And thank you for being a part of this journey. And I hope I could find through this video and through you more people who are open-minded in Germany. And then don't worry about language; it doesn't matter. Last night I
Yeah.
was talking to a person in Turkey, totally using Google Translate, and she was like, "Ah, how can you know Turkish so much?" And I was like, "I don't know
Yes.
anything about Turkish. I'm just translating, but at the same time, I was able to learn a little bit Turkish. So it helps
Yes.
if you don't know the language. It actually helps because now you make an effort for that person, and that effort allows you to change a little bit inside you because you're getting out of your comfort zone. And
Zabardast.
Zabardast, there you go. So that's the one word our friend Todd Shea, he is an American who lives in Pakistan, say all the time, Zabardast. And
Zabardast.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and
So
shukriya. I mean, that's a very easy thing to say. I mean, shukriya, zabardast.
yeah,
And there is um, I was hesitating to share that, but if more people get connected to Germany, they will find out anyway. So here in Germany, when we say goodbye, we use a word. We say something which has a different meaning in Urdu. So we say tschüss. So first time I was with an Asian friend, and I said cheers. He was like, do you know what you just said? I said like, well, I said goodbye. I said, what? Here we use that in a different way. So I'm sorry. So yeah, don't get offended by that when someone says no.
It's okay.
They just want to say goodbye.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's just people don't, similar word is chut chut in Russian. It means little bit. So it doesn't.
Oh.
So it's even worse. Pronunciation is even worse in Russian. So we don't worry about it. It's just how it is. That's why it's important for us to interact more and more, especially when I go to and I started an organization in America called the Homeless American, because I wanted to take the bottom of the pyramid in America and connect them to our people, because both people in the bottom of the pyramid have abundant time.
Yeah. Oh wow.
So when they talk to each other, they take advantage of that time, and then they can learn from each other very quickly. And with those connections, they can take advantage, because now they're on the opposite sides. They see each other as totally different, and they're learning very, very fast. So if you have homeless or bottom of the pyramid people, like poor people or older people who want to spend time, there's another website we have called the Virtual Grandparents, so they can connect to people as virtual grandparents with children overseas, and then they can just talk to them and spend time better, and give time in a more productive way.
You know what? Here, as you were just sharing that idea, something came up. Here, especially the old people are very lonely.
Yes. That's why I created that website, because we can give those lonely people a lot of unlonely people who are hungry for people from other parts of the world with blonde hair, and they can become grandmother, grandfather, and then they would be entertained in
yes. Let me introduce. That's Balu.
Hey Balu. In Urdu, Bhalu means bear.
Yeah. Do you know Walt Disney's Jungle Book?
Which one?
Walt Disney.
Yes.
Walt Disney. It's called the Jungle Book.
Yes.
There's Balu the bear and Bagheera the panther, and yeah.
I haven't seen it in a while though, right? So I don't remember the names.
So, yeah. Well, that's just childhood memories for me as well.
So yeah, you can connect those people, older people, bring them on Facebook, bring them on Skype, and then they can spend an hour a day, hour a week, hour a month in talking to a school overseas and becoming a teacher online. And they just have to just be there. They don't even have to teach. They just have to be there. And just by being there, they would be teaching so much, because they would be like, oh, a stranger from Germany teaching us, So that alone is an experience they would never have. So you can change that.
Awesome. I really love that. There's this lady connecting to me. She's from London, and she wants to build a franchise for taking care of old people in their homes. So I would definitely share this, connect her as well.
Yeah.
Because this will definitely be very beneficial, because one of her goals is to treat those people like they were the grandparents.
Yeah. And people in the West don't have enough time, because they're so occupied in the machine and in the system of making money. So people in the East would be very happy to connect with them. Like, as I said, they become school teachers. They can become mentors. They would do amazing for both parties.
Yes,
to connect.
Absolutely. I absolutely love your vision.
Yeah. Alrighty. So I'm gonna say hi to my mother. Thank you so much again. How do you say your name? Tanya or Tanja?
No, Tanya. It's German and it's confusing.
Yeah. J is ye. So yeah.
So it's like Y. It's written with J, but we pronounce like Y. So it's Tanya.
Yes, it's the same. I remember in Polish, in Czech, it's the same.
And how do you pronounce your name? Rehan or Rehan or Again?
Rayhan. It
Rehan.
should be Rayhan.
Rehan.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, Rehan, Rehan? Like how? Okay, Rehan.
Or you can call me Basil. It means basil, basically.
Basil.
Yeah.
Where does that come from?
It's an Arabic word. It means basil, like the herb you eat.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Basil.
Yeah.
Wow. You like, I would love to hear that story another time. Absolutely.
Sure.
How you got that name?
You should hear that story from my mother then.
Oh yes, absolutely. I love to do. I love to hear that. Basil. That's cool.
Thank you so much for your time. And how do you say choose? Choose?
Tschüss.
Choose.
Tschüss.
Okay. All right. Take care.
See you. Goodbye.
Bye.
See you.